Hello, hello, hello. The Markham Management LLC brings to you B.T.I TV, Business, Technology, and Innovation. I'm your host, Aquila, and like I like to say, it's showtime. Well, tonight's show is sponsored by da, da, da. It's sponsored by Dream Center City Rentals. Check out my girl Alyssa Monique. She's on Facebook. She does birthdays. She does weddings. She does anniversary. She does theme parties. She does baby showers. She does parties just because. Reach out to my girl Alyssa Monique on Facebook, and her business is called Dream City Rentals. Check her out and be happy that you did. So tonight I'm ready to get started with my show tonight. Let me just get it all together. Hey, 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 how are
Hey, what's
you?
going on?
Got all sorts of stuff going on tonight.
Oh,
So
it's all good.
this is my guest tonight, and I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself. Go ahead.
All right, so I am Clarence Gleaton. I am the owner and operator of Kratos Fitness and Performance Group. I am from Detroit, Michigan, and I am 38 years old.
Okay. So the name of your business is called Kratos Fitness. How did you come up with that name?
So I was talking to my brother one day, what you had on your show not too long ago. And I was telling him that I wanted to come up with a name, but I didn't want it to be just a run of the mill type of name, right?
Right, right.
Typically, when trainers come up with names for their business, it's like, oh, Clarence Fit or something to that nature. But I wanted to have some type of meaning to it. So me and him started throwing some things around. He gave me some things to think about. I did some research, and he told me once you look up like Greek gods or something like that.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So I did some research and came up with Kratos. Naturally, whenever you say Kratos, people think of the game, you know, God of War.
Okay. Okay.
In all actuality, yes, he is a Greek god, but he's not the Greek god of war. He's the Greek god of strength. And so it's a storyline behind that that's real crazy. But long story short, Kratos was a hitman. I don't want to say hitman. Let me say enforcer
Okay.
for Zeus, along with Nike, who's also the Greek god of victory, and Bia, who is the Greek god of jealousy, I believe. And so whenever Zeus had issues, Zeus was sending Kratos and his brothers and sisters to go handle his business for him. So that's pretty much where the name came from. It's a Greek name for it's a Greek god for strength. Because everything I do has to be about strength.
Well, it look as though you put some hey Dolores, how are you? It look as though you put some real thought into that, and that's deep. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
Eros is the god of strength.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so let's just move into this right here because I'm so curious. I'm so curious. So I
Okay.
noticed when the new year started, you had Kratos Fitness New Year Challenge. So what is this all about?
Yo, what it is, it's a bunch of benefits to it. I know because of the pandemic, a lot of people have not been able to go to the gym and work out. A lot of gyms have has been closed for obvious reasons. So what can I do to help the people around me and all over the place? So I came up with this fitness challenge, and in the fitness challenge, you get to talk to me. I get to also keep track of what's going on, how you working out, um, and things of that nature. So it's all body weight movements on
Mm.
my fitness app that you can do at home, outside, anywhere. To be honest with you, so through that fitness app, like I said, I'll be able to coach you and train you and make sure that I'm holding you accountable for your workouts as well. So one of the things I really like about this about my fitness app is that I can keep track of what you're doing, which is the biggest part, accountability.
I'm laughing because that was one of the things that I was going to ask you. If there's an app so
Yeah,
that you can keep up with what's going on with them. So
yeah,
you mentioned something, right? And you were saying that because of the pandemic, that it's really been like hard for people, to get into the gym. I was a member of the gym, and the minute the pandemic came, I canceled my membership just like that. So I know
really.
exactly what I did. I was a member of New York Sports Club, and the
Okay,
minute this thing started, I was out because it's
lost
like
your
crazy.
chance, huh?
Yeah, but but with the pandemic and everything's going on, how has it affected you?
Um, the funny thing is, it affected me to a point, probably not as much as everybody else. I don't think. Um, I started out doing boot camps this summer or
That's
last summer,
that's rough.
and it was one way for me to really handle the pandemic. And one of the things that I enjoy about situations like this is that it forces you to really pivot. Um, I'm I'm a veteran, and so what we're always taught in the military is that the battle is always changing, and so you have to be able to adapt on the fly.
Mm.
And so I went from doing boot camps outside to realizing maybe 2 months later that I wanted to do a gym. I've always wanted to open up a gym, and it was just a weird time for me to do it, but I felt like I was being moved to do it. So went out, started looking, was able to find a place to lease, and started putting in work. And hopefully, no, not hopefully, by March, April, I will have everything done, and I will be opening up my doors so we can serve the great people of Detroit City, where I'm from.
Wow. So Dolores wants to know if you're on Facebook.
I am on Facebook. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I can give you guys my business page, and I'll give you my private Facebook group. In my private Facebook group, you can find meal plans, you can find workouts and tips and videos and things of that nature to help you at least get started on your way to, down your fitness journey.
Well, I'm gonna look into that myself. James said, "Talk more about your app." He wants to know more about the app that you have for your business.
Okay, so the app, again, it took me a while to find a system that I like. I've always wanted to get an app, but some things that some systems offer, I didn't like. I didn't think it was a good user interface.
Mm-hmm.
And I just so happened to come across this one system. I messed around with it. I liked it a lot, and so I started implementing it into what I was doing. So what it is, week at the end of the week, you get a check-in from me. You fill out some questions or you answer some questions, and I get to read the questions and you get feedback. One of the things about me is that I'm very personable, right? And I want this to be an experience that we both go on together, right? So with that said, that's one of the things that's offered. Not just that, I can send you, especially with this particular plan, it's motivational videos every week. You get some articles that I've written, fitness articles, fitness tips, um, along with the workouts. And with the workouts, you get videos as well. So that's like I said, that's one of the best things I really like about it is the fact that I make it personable, and we can always check in with each other at the end of the week or during the week. You can shoot me a message through the app, and I can reply back to you and keep that, um, the intimate, the intimacy.
Okay. So let me ask you. So with this app, say you tell me, okay, Aquila, you got to do 25 jumping jacks. Okay.
Right, right.
Now, would you be able to track me to know if I did it? And so if you go to Quilla, did you really do 25 jumping jack? I go, yeah, I did it, I did it, I did it. Would you be
Yeah,
able to track me and know that
I
I was
would. I would. I can go back through the app and I can see if you actually checked in and if you actually worked out. Okay. So say you miss a couple of workouts throughout the week, I can hit you up like, hey, I see you BS. I need you to get back on it. All right. And that's again, that's one of the good things I really like about the app is the accountability portion of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand how it is. Everybody's not self-starters, right? You may want to do it, but you may struggle and really hitting that goal, right? So it's up to me to make sure you're hitting your marks.
Priscilla Bailey say, hey, that sounds great. Is there a price for this app?
Um, so the for the um fitness challenge is only $100,
Is that a
right?
month, a week, a year?
Nope, that is a one-time payment of $100. Once you pay the $100, you're in. Um,
Indefinitely?
well, yeah, for about 4 weeks for the month, and then after that, we'll be in communications and we can see how far you want to go. As far as your training. If you want to do more, then I can offer more. I can extend it, or I can give you different plans. I have uh, body weight workouts. I have workouts you can do with bands. I have workouts you can do with dumbbells. So if you have dumbbells or bands at home, you can utilize all these plans until you get back to the gym.
So Amber, I think it's Amber Simone. She said,
Yes,
check out all services offered by Clarence. How you say your last name? Glinton?
Leighton.
Glinton. And
Yep,
it says link linktr.ee / creators FPG. So you guys
yes.
see that, right? It's gonna be on my page. It's on his page. You guys go back and you checked it out to see exactly what it is that he does. Um,
That's my number two right there.
your number two?
Yeah, she if you guys ever get a chance, really check out my page, and you will see where I took her from.
I
She's
think
been
I
a
saw her.
blessing to me in many ways. I believe when she first started out with me, she was at like 300 pounds, and I was scared to train her because she had a torn ACL,
Oh,
and yeah, I was scared to touch her, but she convinced me. And ever since then, she's been going hard. She's been doing everything I've asked of her. And she's been doing so well that I believe she lost close to like 100 pounds or
bless
more now. So it's like night and day when you look at her before and after pictures. And on top of
her.
that, because she's been so down with me since day one, since I moved back to the state, she's really started helping me out in with my business. So she's a godsend.
Deirdre says, what if a person's check in but they don't really work out? How would you know?
Oh, the app will tell me. The app will tell me. Because
No
like I said,
cheating, Deirdre.
during the week, I can tell when you open up your messages because it's not email based. It's message based. So if you got the app on your phone, I can send you a message, and it's almost like you get a message from me through your phone, right? And so I can always see if you're opening up the messages I send you with the motivationals, because again, I know how it is. Motivation, it varies, you know what I'm saying, week after week, day after day. So and anything else like that. So I can easily tell if you're hopefully sticking to your business. If not, then of course I have to put foot to ass to make sure you guys get it done, you know?
So James said, what's a good diet plan?
So I have a few diet plans. Um and again, I am not a nutritionist, and nutrition is not my favorite, but if I had to um give you guys some help on the nutrition end, I would keep it real basic, right? And what I would suggest would be a mixture of two things, really. It'll be a mixture of um, carbs and macro diet, right? So a macro diet, counting your macros is it's simple. It's a lot easier for the user because of the simple fact you're not counting calories, right? So with that, everybody's daily calorie intake is about 2,000, right? That's where everybody start off at, right? So if you want to lose weight, you have to go below the 2,000 mark. If you want to gain weight, you have to go above the 2,000 mark. Okay, so with that, counting calories is it sucks. It's rough on the user, right? Because you may want a piece of cake, but you can't. You become hangry and hold on. But when you count calories, not calories, but when you count macros, it's way more user friendly.
What is macros though? I'm sorry.
Uh, so I'm trying to think of something. So say you wanted some, say candy, right? You want a candy bar. If you look at the candy bar, it'll have your fats, proteins, and carbs, right?
Right, right.
Now macros, what macros do is it gives you a set number every day that you have to hit for your fats, proteins, and carbs, right? With that candy bar may have like, let's say 2 grams of protein, um, let's say 10 grams of fats, 15 grams of uh, carbs. Now, once you figure out what your macro count is, it's always going to be within that range. So, like I said, instead of you eating, trying to count calories, now you're counting macros, which is much easier, much friendlier because you can have that piece of cake as long as it fits in your macros. That makes sense.
I think so. So, how do you go about setting your macros?
All right. So, one of the things I use, Google is a great source. Is one particular page I use on Google, through Google, and I forget the website, but you can look it up on Google, counting your macros, and it's a calculator, right?
Okay.
So whatever your goals are, say you want to gain weight, you type in your age, your height, your goal weight, and so on and so on, and so it gives you a set number of carbs, fats, and proteins, right? And again, like I said, you want to stay within that range of whatever those numbers are. And you want to hit that every day. And again, like I said, it's way more user friendly because now you can have a piece of cake as long as it fits within those macros. You can eat more and enjoy your life more versus saying, oh, I can have that slice of cake because it's not going to work in my calories. So that's why I like using it. And with the carb cycling,
Hmm.
um, I know I mentioned that earlier, but like I said, it would be a mixture of both. With the carb cycling, say you work a 9 to 5 job. Say you wake up every day at say 7. So your day starts at 7. So what I would suggest would be uh eating enough carbs throughout the day. And by the time you're about to go to the gym, let's say it be 6 o'clock. So maybe in half an hour to an hour before 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you stop taking in carbs. So the carbs is what your body used to basically fuel you for your workout. So
Okay.
now after 5 o'clock, you're not taking in carbs. You're about to go into your workout, take your post workout, your pre workout shake. You go in there and get a good workout in. You're not taking any more carbs. So now your body takes all those carbs that you have used or
Hmm.
taken in throughout the day to now fuel you through your workout. And so now after your workout, now your body is burning that, everything that you take in, burning your metabolism goes up. And so now you don't take in any more carbs until the next day.
Okay. So, Priscilla says, I have arthritis. Do you have any suggestions?
Yes, go slow. Go slow. Because a lot of people, and this is my thing about fitness, right? Um, people have a tendency to, and I don't want to say people, I say trainers and people have a tendency to take something that's very simple and complicate it,
Yeah.
right? And I know everything I just threw at you was somewhat complicated, but it's
But I
it's a
can follow you.
process, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I can follow you though. I mean,
Okay, that's the only thing that matters, right?
I'm right there
As
with
long
you.
as it's simple, right? And
Yeah.
so my goal is to keep fitness simple, keep it as simple as possible. Um, it's not like in the military. You go into the military, they fire hose information to you, right? That's a huge struggle if you're not up on it. Whereas out here, I don't have to do that. All I have to do is take you step by step. When you're ready, I introduce something new until you get that, and then we keep it going down the road just like that.
Um, Trisha Williams says, I have an ankle injury and my ability is limited. Can you assist those with mobility problems work out?
Yes. Again, taking it slow. One of the things I would suggest for your ankle mobility is um, taking one stretching. Stretch your ankles, which you can do. You can take a towel, put it at the heel of your feet or your foot, and you can pull and then use your foot to actually extend. So pulling the towel, flexing your foot back, and then pulling the towel going forward. Little things like that will help. Also rotating your ankle every day, and again, go to your doctor so you get clear. But those are just some of the things you can use: a towel or even a band. You can use the band in the same motion.
I have the bands myself. Amber said he changed my life mentally and physically, all for the better. Wouldn't be here without him.
Yeah, I so one of the things I've taken over from the military side is the fact that all of this is mental, right? Mentally, you have to be strong. One and that's really just it. And so when I got out here into civilian life, I realized that a lot of people lack that mental strength. As soon as they come across an issue, they just stop, right? And that's not the goal. The goal is to get through that little bit of pain or discomfort. You know what I'm saying? Um, I tell you a story. I had the blessing of the opportunity of being around some Medal of Honor recipients, right? And I was able to talk to one of them. So I was talking to this one guy in particular, and he was telling me a story, very powerful story. So he said this around the Vietnam era, he just came back. Now he's back at the base. He's going to rest up before he go back out,
Mm-hmm.
right? So as soon as he touched down, he get off the helicopter. He starts to go back towards his tent. Then he hears on the radio that another unit is getting hit hard, and his brother is in that unit,
Mm.
right? So now he starts running back towards the helicopter and gets back on the helicopter, right? Now he's flying in the helicopter and he realized that he forgets his weapon. So I'm like, so what did you do? So he told me that once he touched down, he got off the helicopter. He looked around. He was able to find the enemy's weapon. He picked up the enemy's weapon and started going to work, trying to save his brother. Right. So in the process, he gets hit a few times. Somebody throws a grenade at him. He picks it up. As he throws the grenades go off, and now he loses a hand,
Mm.
but he's still in the fight, right? And that's one of the things I really enjoy about talking to military vets that been through things and stuff of that nature, because the simple fact that any other person would have been like, you know what? Oh well, I guess I'm just going to die here. But something in him told him keep fighting, all right. And I've always felt like I've always believed that if we all can figure out how to turn that switch on, how much better will we be in our everyday lives if we just learn to push through. Yeah. So,
You make me feel
and
guilty. You make me
man, I'm
feel guilty for dropping out of the gym.
no, no, it's all right because you got people like me, good trainers like me to help keep you motivated, keep you going. And that's why I know motivation is just a tip, but it's not going to keep you going. And you really have to figure out what's your end game.
Oh my God. Kawina says, and this sweatshirt that I'm wearing is from her clothesline also. Thank you, Kawina.
Okay,
But Kawina said,
congratulations.
she said it's nice. She said you sound like a great instructor.
I'm I like to think I am. One of the biggest things is that with me is I'm a stickler for form, and I want things done the way I want it done when it comes to training.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Uh, if you ever watch drag racers, one of the things they say all the time is if you spin your wheels at the starting line, then you're not winning. If you spin, you ain't winning. You're trying to get down the track as fast as you can. And the more you spin your wheels, the more time you give your opponent to get ahead of you, right? So with that said, my goal is to make sure you're not spinning your wheels at the starting line.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay? And like I said, it's just baby steps. It's small steps, very easy steps. Once you grasp one, we're gonna keep it going.
So Laura Simone, she posted this the website for the micro calculator, you guys. But I'm gonna post it again later because you guys will never come back to this thread and find it. So I'm gonna post it again on the page so you guys can definitely go in there and check it out. And Willette says, slow is good, slow, steady, and consistent.
Yeah, yeah. When I was stationed in DC, and so one of the things that we used to say all the time was slow and sexy. Right. When I was stationed in DC, I had the pleasure of working with the President Obama. Some years ago, I did his inauguration, and a lot of the jobs I've done in the DMV area is funerals first and ceremonies for the president, the tomb of the unknown soldier, and things of that nature. So whenever we train, we'll train 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours, just to make sure those 15 minutes is perfect,
That's a lot.
right? It is. But like I said, slow and steady, slow and sexy.
Priscilla Bailey says, I take care of my husband and it's a mental strain. I was told as long as I am stressed, I can't lose weight. What's your take on that?
You have to find an outlet. It's just plain and simple. Fitness is my outlet. Every time I get through, when I get through training my clients, I go work out myself. I have to get myself together, right? Because again, yeah, I can't be one of those trainers that's overweight and now I'm trying to tell you how to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? I have to hold myself accountable. So one of the things that I do personally is make sure I empty out everything that's in me in my workout. Now, again, my workouts is totally different from other people's workouts, and that's cool. But I push myself past exhaustion, right? If I'm not crawling out the gym, then I really didn't put in any work. Again, my fitness aspirations may be different from other people, okay? But I've realized, especially in the transition from military life to civilian life, um, I had a hard time getting myself together mentally. I was doped up on drugs, um, deep in depression and things of that nature. So the stuff that they'll give me, I'll be sitting at home with my babies, basically in that gray space. If you
Wow.
ever seen Get Out, you remember
Yeah.
when the guy sat down in the chair and he's floated through the chair? Yeah, that's how I felt every day. And my wife came home one day and she's yelling and screaming, what are you doing? and the baby's just running amok of the house, and I couldn't really answer because I couldn't tell where I've been mentally. So I had to get back to what worked best for me, which was going to the gym. So it was me going to the gym. I was able to release everything I had in me mentally, emotionally, and physically to pull myself from the depths of depression in a healthy way. So I would say you taking on a lot for yourself, and I commend you for that. You still have to find time to make sure you're together for yourself to take care of your husband as well.
Trisha Williams says, I believe what he's saying, the same thing my doctor is saying. So
Uh, I'm telling you, it's tried and true. It's tried and true.
how do you feel about supplements for losing weight?
So I like supplements. I utilize it myself. Not so much for losing weight, for building muscle. I believe that when you take the right supplements, when you find the right supplements, one, stay with it, right? Um, Supplements is not like how it used to be back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, you'll buy a supplement and be potent. It'll start working. Now, throughout the years, it kind of watered down some. And that's what I'm saying. Once you find that supplement that works for you, then stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. But don't be afraid to go out there and try them. You know what I'm saying? To see which ones work, but do it in a safe manner.
But once your body gets used to it, then doesn't it like sort of defeats the purpose? Like after a while, it doesn't work because your bottom, I mean not your bottom, your
Yeah,
body is accustomed to it, and it's just
right.
like okay, it doesn't work anymore.
Right. Most of the time, I find that not to be true if you're doing something,
Okay.
right? I know a lot of guys they'll take weight gainer and they won't work out at the gym, and they always tell me like, "Hey man, I'm trying to gain weight, but it's not working. I don't think this stuff work." I'm like, "Well, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just taking weight gainer." "Okay, are you working out?" "No, I ain't worked out in some years." "So what's the point of you taking weight gainer?"
Well, yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
The purpose of supplements is to supplement, is to help you with your fitness goals, not just to be the end all be all. You know what I'm saying?
Amber Simone says working out the gym is the best natural antidepressant medication. I didn't think so in the beginning, but Clarence helped me realize that. And so you have a lot of people that truly believe in you, and that's a good thing.
I do.
I'm gonna have to end this. I really don't want to end it because it's so much more that I know that you can tell. But could you make me a promise that I can bring you back again?
Yes, yes. Please do. Please do.
I mean, a lot of the information that you gave out, it helped me, so I'm quite sure it helped somebody else too. Before we end this, is there anything that you want to say to everybody and let them know where they can find you and everything too?
You guys can find me on Facebook at Kratos Fitness and Performance Group. That is my business page. You can go into the search for groups and you punch in Kratos Fit Group, something to that nature, and you will see me pop up. Send me an invite. I can bring you guys in. And it's a bunch of stuff, like I said, that will help you guys out along your fitness journey. You can find me on Instagram at Kratos FPG. And yeah, that's it. That is it.
I thank you so very much for coming in, giving us this information because some of this stuff I can definitely say that I didn't know. I mean, like this whole micro thing, I'm gonna
Yeah.
look into it tonight because I want to find out about it because I do count calories. You know,
Okay. How do you
um,
like that? Honest opinion.
I mean, okay. It's it's good, but sometimes I know that it's time consuming. It's time
Yep.
consuming. But
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
bring you back on the show again. Um, Thank you so very much for your time. Okay?
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem.
Bye,
So,
guys.
bye-bye. Okay, you guys. That's it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining in. I hope you guys, got something out of it because I did. Um, I'm gonna post that micro on my page so you guys can see it, so you guys can check it out. Thank you, Laura, for putting that back up there for me. I'm gonna post so you guys can see. You guys remember next month Divaville is going to come back. I got some really great shows for Divaville. I want you guys also to go to YouTube, subscribe to the Market Management LLC because all the shows and stuff are there. Even this show will be there tonight also. And I still have merchandise. The merchandise can be found at demarca.bandcamp.com. Okay? You guys, see you guys next week. Love you. Take care. Good night, you all.